What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 video. Today we are talking about the new hitting features within MLB The Show 20. The live streams have started to roll in. There was one earlier talking about defense, link in the top right hand corner to my video discussing that. A lot of news coming out. Very excited to go ahead and make these videos for you. Hitting has been a big issue ever since they added the new engine, the new ball physics in MLB 17. But from the stuff we're starting to see here, they're not reworking, they're not reinventing the wheel, so to say, but they are adding some new stuff that hopefully should make user input matter more and make it more enjoyable and just make it feel more like a video game where user skill actually has some importance. So I'm very excited to go ahead and deep dive into this. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like down below. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Really want to hit 20,000 by MLB The Show 20. Get it, 20 and 20. It's perfect. So let's try to make it happen. It's perfect, so to say. So yeah, that was really corny. Let's just get on to the gameplay deep dive. So now heading into the game to talk about the new hitting and perfect, because that is the big new change, and there's some other stuff that we'll mention at the end of the video. But perfect is going to be a new hitting tier. It is not a new hitting engine, so the ball physics are going to work the same. Perfect is just something you are going to strive for, and that is going to generally give you the best results. Now, they put in some statistics where this is what it shows. This was from the beta, and they said this is over 1 million swings of test, and the statistics for a perfect, you get a hit. The batting average was 830, so you get a hit nearly every time. Obviously, that is 8 times out of 10 plus, sometimes 9 times out of 10, but it is not guaranteed. You are not necessarily always going to be getting a hit. Yeah, looking at these stats, it's really crazy. A 2,093 slug, 860 batting average for a perfect, good squared up, which previously was the best result you could get, is a 747 batting average, and a good is 632. So this really sheds new light on the hitting system. We've previously never seen this before, so I find it very interesting. Next, we're going to pull up a box and whisker plot, and this is showcasing the exit velocities on each hit type, so a line drive, hard grounder, and so on and so forth. And it really seems like balls out of the strike zone aren't going to be hit as hard this time as in previous years. I know there could be some BS hit home runs on balls that had no business being home runs, so hopefully that should be fixed. And this one right here, perfect swings lead to quality hit outcomes. You can see 33% of perfect singles lead to singles, or swings lead to singles. 83.3% of perfect swings results in hits of any kind. 32.3% are home runs, and line drives are hit 37% of the time. So hopefully this is going to mean that it is going to be more rewarding. If you put in the work, if you have good user input, you are going to be rewarded. Keep in mind, this once again does not guarantee a hit, obviously, as they did not hit 1,000. These are some important notes. They said this is going to happen maybe 2% of your swings. Maybe once or twice a game for the average player is going to be a perfect swing. Not all that often, so don't expect to get it every single time. One other thing that they did mention is with the hitting. They had an 80-60-40 kind of vision where 80 power and up, you can pull a homer and hit off-field home runs pretty regularly. They talked about Cody Bellinger. You shouldn't really have much of a problem for hitting home runs all over the place if that is where your spray chart resonates. So it obviously depends on the player. Some guys are pull hitters, some guys are push hitters, and some are balanced like Bellinger. 60 power is going to be enough to hit a pull home run, and sometimes opposite field or to center field. And then 40 home runs is, yeah, they can hit a home run pulling it, but probably not anywhere else. That most likely is going to result in an out. Something to note here is the different type of players with the perfect. Here we're looking at Tony Gwynn. A lot of contact, mid-60s power, and 88-mile-an-hour pitch. He only hits it 90 miles per hour. You saw this earlier. It was an opposite field single in the 5.5 hole. And then we start to see guys with more power. Manny Machado hits it 108 miles per hour. Javier Baez, 99 miles per hour, right down the middle fastball, coming in at 91. Cody Bellinger, wallops this. I'm not exactly sure how this happens. 85-mile-an-hour fastball hits it 108 miles per hour, and then Joey Gallo hits it 102. So what to make out of this is that it seems the more power you have, the more likelihood you're going to hit it harder and deeper. So in a sense, the perfect tier is supposed to get all of your attributes out of that given player. It's supposed to really make the best feel like the best. So a guy like Tony Gwynn, if he gets a perfect, that isn't necessarily going to be like a perfect that would be on Cody Bellinger or Babe Ruth or Ken Griffey Jr. They're probably more likely going to smash some home runs and some deep gappers, where Tony Gwynn is just going to hit it really hard up the middle and get singles, which I like that approach. That feels true to their player. It doesn't feel like something they're not, and at the same token, it doesn't strictly put them to it. It doesn't mean Tony Gwynn isn't going to hit home runs. It doesn't mean Cody Bellinger, Babe Ruth aren't going to hit hardliners up the middle, but this is going to be kind of their personality. The PCI is getting a rework. First of all, Kurt Suzuki, you can see that diamond in the middle, that resembles that he is a balanced hitter. Next up, Josh Donaldson, the diamond is emphasized above, meaning that he is more of a power hitter, power threat. And then finally, Tim Anderson has the diamond below, meaning he is a contact hitter. So with the perfect, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to focus on the big diamond, and that's going to mostly help what kind of hitter you have. So if you have a Tim Anderson, if you have a Buster Posey, if you have an Ichiro Suzuki, you're going to want to try and use the downwards. That is going to get you the best results. There's 3 different variants for the perfect. That is a line drive, a fly ball, or a ground ball, and you're going to want to cater to what type of hitter you have. Furthermore, this is the first time we're going to have multiple options to customize your PCI, kind of like you could customize your jump shot meter for 2K. This is the options you have. You're going to have your PCI center, your PCI inner, your PCI outer, your PCI color, and the transparency or the opacity of how present it's going to be. So there's different options. You can see there's the diamond setting, many different colors they choose from red and purple, and I think there's pretty much all the colors you could relatively imagine within reason, at least on the rainbow. And then yeah, just different customizations. And then of course I don't believe that you are allowed to change like the wedge or outline that we used to have for the PCI, so that's a bit of a bummer, but I think we're all going to get used to it. Pretty much all you need to know is the outer half is going to be your vision, the middle circle is going to be your contact, and then the most inside is your perfect. I am a bit worried because that is an extremely large vision window. The vision is what is going to help foul off counts and, you know, keep building them up, fouling off balls way out of the strike zone. I don't know what difficulty this is on. They did not disclose that. I'm just concerned if the vision cone extends that far. I'm worried you're going to be fouling off everything from here to Timbuktu, and I'm really not hoping that's the case because it was bad enough in MLB The Show 19. But otherwise, it's great. I love that we can finally customize our PCI. And there we go. That's going to do it for this video. That's our deep dive into hitting from what we saw in the trailers previously and then in the developer live stream. I feel pretty comfortable. I'm probably more excited about the new stuff defensively rather than offensively because I still would really like to see them kind of rework the hitting engine. Maybe that's going to come on next gen once we get to the PlayStation 5 and the new platforms. But I think this is a good start. I think this shows that they're listening and they realize it's going to be a baseball sim, but they also realize that user input does have to matter. It can't be a hit 10 out of 10 times just because I squared up, but they increase the exit velo so it's more likely, and getting a perfect. If you find the right pitch, if you squared up, and if you have good timing, you're going to be rewarded more often than ever before. So I think that's great, and I'm just very excited for MLB The Show 20. Hopefully you guys are as well. Let me know what is your most important, or what are you most looking for as far as hitting goes in MLB The Show 20. What's really going to fit your fancy? But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. like I said, defensive features is going to be in the top right hand corner. Uploaded that a little bit earlier. Going to be doing deep dives into all the live streams that they're going to have, talking about the new features, game modes, and gameplay. So make sure and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you guys enjoyed this one, once again, leave a like down below. Hope you guys have a great today. There comes Zodi. Yeet.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.